What's something people don't know about Venus? It's the planet where the sun rises in the west. Venus is a fascinating planet. It is often called Earth's twin. Both planets are similar in size and composition, but that's where the similarities end. Venus is a world of extremes. It has a scorching hot surface. Venus spins incredibly slowly, and strangest of all, the sun rises in the west on Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is the brightest object in our night sky after the moon. This brilliance is due to its thick, reflective clouds. These clouds trap heat, making Venus the hottest planet in our solar system. One of the most unusual things about Venus is its retrograde rotation. Unlike most planets in our solar system, Venus spins in the opposite direction. This means that if you were standing on Venus, you would witness a sunrise in the west and a sunset in the east, a truly mind-bending experience. Most planets in our solar system rotate on their axis in the same direction as they orbit the sun. This is known as prograde rotation. For instance, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter all follow this pattern, spinning counterclockwise when viewed from above their north poles. Earth rotates from west to east, causing the sun to rise in the east. This familiar pattern is something we experience every day, with the sun making its journey across the sky from east to west. Venus, however, rotates from east to west. This retrograde rotation is unique among the planets in our solar system, making Venus an intriguing subject of study for astronomers and scientists. This backward spin is what causes the sun to rise in the west and set in the east on Venus. Imagine the disorientation of seeing the sun move in the opposite direction from what we are used to on Earth. Imagine standing on Venus and witnessing this peculiar phenomenon. The sun would slowly ascend in the west, casting an otherworldly glow over the barren, rocky landscape. The sky would gradually brighten, but the intense heat and thick atmosphere would create a hazy, suffocating environment. As the scorching day progresses, the sun would slowly descend in the east, casting long, eerie shadows across the desolate landscape. The temperature would drop slightly, but the thick clouds of sulfuric acid would still obscure much of the sky, creating an eerie, alien atmosphere. This unique rotation and its effects on the planet's day-night cycle make Venus a fascinating world, full of mysteries waiting to be explored. Venus takes about 243 Earth days to complete one rotation on its axis. This is what we call a Venusian day. On the other hand, Venus takes only about 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun. This is a Venusian year. This means a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Imagine celebrating your birthday before the year is even over. This unusual situation is a consequence of Venus's extremely slow rotation. In fact, Venus has the slowest spin of any planet in our solar system. Standing on the surface of Venus would be an experience unlike anything on Earth. The surface is a desolate wasteland of volcanic plains and towering mountains. The sky is a perpetual dull orange due to the thick atmosphere. The air is heavy, hot, and toxic. The intense heat would be unbearable, reaching over 900 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 475 degrees Celsius. This is hot enough to melt lead. The atmospheric pressure is 90 times that of Earth's. It would feel like being deep beneath the ocean. Section 5. A crushing blanket of air. Venus's atmosphere is incredibly dense and toxic. The air pressure on the surface is about 92 times that of Earth's at sea level, which is equivalent to the pressure found 900 meters underwater on Earth. This immense pressure would crush most human-made objects. It is composed primarily of carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas. Nitrogen is the second most abundant gas, but it makes up only a small fraction of the atmosphere. Trace amounts of other gases, such as sulfur dioxide and water vapor, are also present. This thick atmosphere traps heat from the sun, leading to a runaway greenhouse effect. The surface temperature on Venus can reach up to 467 degrees Celsius, which is hot enough to melt lead. This extreme heat is consistent day and night, as the thick clouds prevent the heat from escaping. This is what makes Venus the hottest planet in our solar system. Despite being further from the sun than Mercury, Venus's thick atmosphere ensures that it retains more heat. The clouds of Venus are not made of water vapor like Earth's. Instead, they consist of sulfuric acid droplets, which form a thick reflective layer that covers the entire planet. Instead, they are made of sulfuric acid, a highly corrosive substance. These clouds are so thick that they reflect about 75% of the sunlight that reaches Venus. making the planet appear very bright in the sky. These sulfuric acid clouds rain down on the surface of Venus, but the rain evaporates before it reaches the ground due to the extreme heat. This phenomenon is known as virga, where precipitation falls from a cloud but evaporates before hitting the surface. The combination of intense heat, crushing pressure, and toxic atmosphere makes Venus an incredibly hostile environment. Any spacecraft attempting to land on Venus must be specially designed to withstand these extreme conditions. Despite these challenges, studying Venus provides valuable insights into the greenhouse effect and the potential future of Earth's climate. Section 6. The slowest dance in the solar system. Venus takes its time to spin. Unlike Earth, which completes a rotation in just 24 hours, Venus's rotation is incredibly slow. A single rotation takes 243 Earth days. Imagine a day that lasts for more than half a year. That's longer than it takes Venus to orbit the Sun. Venus completes one orbit around the Sun in about 225 Earth days, making its day longer than its year. This incredibly slow spin is a mystery. Scientists have been puzzled by this phenomenon for years. Scientists are still trying to understand why Venus rotates so slowly. Various theories have been proposed, but none have been definitively proven. Some scientists believe that a massive collision in Venus's past might have slowed down its rotation. This theory suggests that a large object struck Venus, altering its spin. Others think that gravitational interactions with the Sun and other planets might be the cause. The gravitational pull from these celestial bodies could be influencing Venus's rotation. Whatever the reason, Venus's leisurely spin contributes to its unique and extreme environment. The slow rotation affects its weather patterns, atmospheric conditions, and even its surface temperature. The thick atmosphere of Venus, composed mainly of carbon dioxide, traps heat and creates a runaway greenhouse effect. This results in surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead. The slow rotation also means that Venus has very weak Coriolis forces, which on Earth help to drive weather systems. This contributes to the planet's extreme weather, including sulfuric acid rain and intense volcanic activity. Understanding Venus's slow rotation is not just about solving a cosmic mystery. It also helps scientists learn more about planetary formation and the dynamics of our solar system. As we continue to study Venus, we may uncover more secrets about this enigmatic planet and its place in the solar system's grand dance. Section 7. A mystery shrouded in clouds. Despite its proximity to Earth, Venus remains a planet of mystery. Its thick, opaque clouds obscure our view of its surface. Sending probes to Venus is challenging due to the intense heat and pressure. However, scientists have learned a great deal about Venus using radar imaging and other techniques. They have mapped the planet's surface, studied its atmosphere, and even discovered evidence of past volcanic activity. Section 8. Venus, still a world of wonder. Venus might not be the most hospitable place in the solar system, but it is a fascinating world that holds many secrets waiting to be unlocked. Studying Venus can help us understand the evolution of planets and the conditions necessary for life. As we continue to explore our cosmic neighborhood, Venus will undoubtedly continue to captivate our imagination and inspire us to unravel the mysteries of the universe. Section 9. Our sister planet's secrets. Venus is often called Earth's sister planet, but it is more like a sibling with a very different personality. While Earth is teeming with life, Venus is a scorching hot, toxic wasteland. But even in its harshness, Venus holds valuable lessons for us. By studying its extreme climate and geology, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own planet and the delicate balance that makes life on Earth possible. Venus reminds us that our planet is precious and that we must strive to protect it. Subscribe to Mystery Vault X to unlock more mind-bending connections between science, history, and the unknown.